Hi, Eileen here from Relax and Expand. I want to share a little bit about myself and the healing work that I do for other people. People have always felt a comfort around me. They felt an ease and an ability to open up and talk with me about difficult things. Um, it's just part of my nature that's always been there. But my healing work for other people changed about a decade ago. I had gone through a health crisis that landed me in the emergency room, and I realized that I really had to alter a lot of things in my life. That emergency room visit could have been prevented with some diligent self-care. So I had an experience with, I began to work with some energy healers and cleaning up my diet and doing a lot of other health positive things, being exercising, taking care of myself. And in that time period, I had one of those, what would be termed as an enlightened experience. It lasted for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I had tremendous amounts of energy running through my body. The colors of the world intensified, the sights, the smells, the sounds, everything appeared more vibrant and more alive. I began to feel things and people in a relational way. I could, if someone moved their arm, it felt like I was moving my arm. And it was a very beautiful, very blissful experience. I've had a number of other peak experiences over the years, but none as intense as that. My healing for other people intensified after that. I began to have the ability to help people with pain, help them with physical issues. But after about a year, I began to fall into sort of a depression. And some of those old habits started creeping in again, and I knew I needed to work with somebody else because I knew I didn't want to fall back into that old self. I wanted to keep moving forward. And I began working with my mentor, and that's been about 7 years now as I move forward in my personal growth. And as I move forward in my personal growth, my healing work that I do on other people also expands and deepens. Twice a year, I go on a vision quest, which is 4 days and nights without food and without water in the woods of upstate New York, in order to become the clearest conduit possible for working with other people and helping alleviate their suffering. I think it's imperative that if we are working on other people energetically, or however we're assisting them, that we be doing our own inner work to be able to find people that have greater capacity than we do to help us move forward so we can help our clients move forward and help assist them on the deepest, broadest levels that we can. I'm offering individual healing sessions again. It's been a while because of COVID, but I am doing individual sessions if you live near me. But I also, over the years, have gotten into mindfulness meditation. And although it's been part of the work that I've done with my mentor, it's really picked up in the last few years as I've worked with another teacher as well. I remember when I first worked with my mentor, Ben, and part of his 3-hour healing sessions was kind of a deep dive into what you're feeling and a somatic kind of breathing presence practice into your abdomen. And I remember not being able to do that so well. I could only sit for 2 minutes in the very beginning. So I have a lot of compassion for people who say they can't meditate, they can't sit still, they can't feel anything inside of themselves. A lot of the personal work that I've done is based around that, about getting in the best relationship possible that I can have with myself. So as I continue to work with these breathing presence practices, aka mindful meditation, the benefits of this practice, it occurs like a hockey stick. Like the more you do it, the more benefits you can get. And there are I believe over 70 scientifically documented benefits to doing mindful meditation. If the drug companies taught mindfulness meditation, they wouldn't be doling out drugs. They'd all be bankrupt by now. So there's a tremendous amount of power in doing these practices on a daily basis. You can really find a lot of peace, a lot of energy, focus, direction, can help you sleep better. There are so many really good things. For me, it also assisted in grounding some of those tremendous experiences I had over the years. And also it helped me get in a better relationship with myself. And that is the key to, one, navigating our problems, but also navigating the world. When we can truly relate to all aspects of ourself, who we are, and our emotions, it's much easier to relate to other people, to be truly compassionate, and to really move forward in making a difference in the world when we're coming from that truly grounded, anchored place in who we are. So I'm offering individual healing sessions now. We took a break there because of COVID for quite some time. But I'm also offering mindful meditation coaching sessions, because these tools, I think, are so important. They're imperative when you do healing sessions, because not only do they help you prepare for the changes that happen in healing, but it also helps you integrate what you've experienced in the healing session. And that is a clutch piece of the sessions, because when you are working on healing, it usually requires breaking up older patterns, breaking up the things that aren't working in your life. And that can be a little unsettling. It can be a little, I use the scenario, it's like baking a cake. In order to transform the ingredients into something that's much better, you gotta break the eggs, you gotta beat it up, you gotta whip things around, and that part can be unsettling. And so the mindful meditation helps you integrate those changes in a much smoother fashion. But it's also, the mindfulness is something you can do at home once you learn some key steps, you can take this ball and run with it, which is what's really great. We're all looking for free things that we can do that we don't have to pay for. I'm really good at teaching the basics because it was so hard for me in the beginning to sit and kind of do these practices and breathe into my emotions. I have developed my own systems to help any beginner really get started. And even if you're more seasoned, I can assist with that as well. And so I also do group presentations with my Adventures in Mindfulness workshop series. It could be a series or it could be one class. Like if you have a library, or I just got done with Delhi University's Student Association, doing a whole series of workshops for them. So I am really excited to be back healing again, and I can't wait to engage, and I hope to connect with you soon.